Alright, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We got NeoFly going here, so we're going to let them finish their thing, but I'll be right back.
Looks like everyone is on board, pilot. Let's get out of here.
Alright, so that's NeoFly is all set. If we can get this brake off, we'd be all set. Alright, let's go back. We're going to go get the wing, or the engine. So it does look like we got a little rain. We are doing live time, live weather here. That's the left flap inspection. We want to get the wheel. Alright, obviously if we're reading this, we're in the Cessna Citation CJ4 in the weather. If we can get this wheel lock, we will be all set. Let's try the other one. Or the front. There we go. Alright, let's get out of the rain, shall we? We got engine start, but we did not notify Beyond ATC. We got to open up Beyond ATC. But that's alright. We'll request startup. They don't know.
Good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Alright, so we are currently in Belarus, over in Gomel Airport. And we're in parking ramp number 1. And we're going to be going to runway number 28. Alright, connecting to Beyond ATC. We'll request IFR clearance and then request startup and taxi. To runway number 28, which is SID DOZA 28.
Gomel Tower, Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Cessna Citation Schwauer with information Delta. Ramp 1. Request IFR clearance to Vilnius.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Gomel Tower, cleared to Vilnius via Dozal 2 Alpha departure. Runway 10, climb via SIT to flight level 150, squawk 6316.
Cleared to Vilnius via Dozal 2 Alpha departure. Runway 10. Climb via SIT to flight level 150. Squawk 6316. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
Alright, so they changed.
November 11361. Read back correct. Call me back when ready for start or taxi.
Alright, so they changed the takeoff for us.
Roger that. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
Alright, so one we're gonna need squawk 3616. We'll go ahead and get that ready. And then we're gonna be requesting startup only. We don't need a push.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. At ramp 1, request engine start.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Startup approved. Call when ready for taxi.
Wilco, engine start approved. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
All right, so we are departing from UMGG, heading over to EYVI. And if we go to our departure, we're currently saying that we're coming out of runway number 28 in DOZA 2B, but they are changing it to runway number 10. And they're saying sit. What else did they say? Boom. Dozo 2A2. This one. Alright, so we'll do that and we'll execute. So now we change that. So if we go back to the legs or the flight plan, we should be departing from runway number 10, DOZA 2A. Let's go ahead and go to legs. But we'll request taxi.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Request taxi to be active.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Taxi holding point runway 10 at pilot's discretion.
Taxi holding point runway 10. My discretion. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
Alright, so we can go ahead and get ready for our taxi. We're gonna have to go down off to the left here. And first we got to get rid of some of these indications here. So we're going to turn on the emergency lights. We're going to go ahead and flick on our taxi lights and our passenger safety stuff. Now we can release this and we'll do the pitot heat. Get rid of that. All right, all set. We'll do 15 degrees of flaps. Turn down this way. We got a clear airport here. So not too busy over at Gomel. We're going to find this little pathway. This. So we're going to take this down to runway number 10. We'll go over here, watch our wings with these trees. cross over this way to runway number 10. Or actually, before that, we'll hold short and radar contacts say that we're ready.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Ready for departure, runway 10.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361, Homeal Tower, wind 200 degrees, 9 meters per second, gusting 12 meters per second, runway 10 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 10, cleared for takeoff. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
Pilot, good flight.
All right, we got wheels up.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361, reset transponder, squawk 6316.
Squawk 6316. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361, contact Homeal departure 126.1.
Contact Homeal departure 126.1. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
All right, we're going to contact 126.1.
Homeal, Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Passing flight level 094, climbing to flight level 150.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361, Homeal departure, good day, identified, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
All right, kind of breaking out of the clouds. Got a little more up above.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361, contact Minsk Control 119.125.
Contact Minsk Control 119.125. Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Bye-bye.
Altitude.
Minsk Control, Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Flight level 188.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361, Minsk Control, identified, climb flight level 400.
Climb flight level 400. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
All right, we're going to flight level 4,000 or 40,000.
Baltic 756, descend via star to 3,500 feet, QNH1000.
Descend via start to 3,500 feet, QNH1000 by Baltic 756.
Alright, so we still got clouds at 25,000 feet. That's crazy.
White Star 932 Heavy, contact Vilnius Control 132.275.
Contact Vilnius Control 132.275, White Star 932 Heavy. Have a good day.
Control, Belarus 958, good day, passing flight level 337, descending to flight level 10.
Belarus 958, Minsk Control, identified.
All right, we're almost up to cruising altitude of 40,000.
Minsk control, Finnair 1856, passing flight level 191, climbing to flight level 300.
Finnair 1856, Minsk control, identified. Continue climb to flight level 300.
Continue climb to flight level 300, Finnair 1856.
All right, and we are headed over to Lithuania. So we're cruising, making our way out there. All right, coming up to 40,000. There's cruise speed. There you go, that should be good. Alright, so with that, we'll go ahead and pause the video here. We are currently at the 23-minute mark, and we just hit cruise altitude, so we will pick this up once we get a little bit closer to the airport or anything else interesting happens, and we'll get the descent going and the landing. So appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you in a second. Alright, we got some ATC communication. We'll go ahead and acknowledge the clearance that they just gave us.
Clear Ducat 2 Alpha arrival. Runway 01. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Alright, so they are changing the runway on us again. So they did it on departure, they're doing it here again. So we're going to find our path here on nav maps first. So it's Duca 2A, runway number 1. So we're going to show procedures here. So Duca 2A, it's star number 1. I'm going to go ahead and insert that. This is our new flight plan. So there's Duca. And then we're going to go ahead and go in here. Alright, so we got arrival. We need to go back here. Arrival.
Minsk control, Aeroflot 1017, good day, flight level 349. Aeroflot 1017, Minsk control, identified.
Alright, I don't even see it on here. Let's see. If we go, we're looking at... Oh,
KNR November 11361. Report ready for descent.
Wilco, Cheyenne Air November 11361.
alright, we're not quite ready here. They're probably going to give us to us anyway. So, Duca... It's going to be that. And it's going to be runway number 1. And we execute. There we go. Now we got it.
Belarus 958. Contact Minsk approach 133.1.
Contact Minsk approach 132.1, Belarus 958.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and pause the video until we're ready for our descent. So appreciate it. We'll see you in a second. Alright, I am back and we are ready for descent. So we're going to go ahead and call that in.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Approaching our top of descent. Ready for descent.
KNR November 11361. Descent to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Alright, gave us instructions to go down to 8,000 feet. Go ahead and get our landing lights on just to be prepared. So it's still a little cloudy, but I don't know, we got breaks in the clouds that we may be okay.
Pobeda 6840. Contact Moscow Control 119.5. Bye-bye.
Contact Moscow Control 119.5, Pobeda 6840.
Alright, we just polished off our first cup of coffee. I think we can go ahead and get this landing in before my refill. All right, we are approaching 10,000, so we're going to go ahead and hit altitude hold. And we're going to slow up our speed because we don't want to go over 200 at 10,000.
Aeroflot 1842, descend via star to 3,000 feet, QNH1002.
Descend via star to 3,000 feet, QNH 1002, Aeroflot 1842.
KNR November 11361, contact Vilnius approach 120.705.
Contact Vilnius approach 120.705. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Finnair 1856,
Lot 7 Mike Echo. Contact Vilnius Tower 118.205.
Over to Tower 118.205, Lot 7, Mike Echo.
Vilnius, Cheyenne Air November 11361. Good day. Passing flight level 086. Descending to flight level 080 with information Charlie.
KNR November 11361 Vilnius approach. QNH 1002. Expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 01 with the insult transition.
QNH 1002. Expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 01 with the insult transition. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
There you go. We put in our new route here. And this is going to be 14 degrees.
All aircraft be advised information delta now current, QNH1002.
That's a pretty good storm out there. All right, I'm bringing over our map here. So we're currently sitting right here. This is going to be the ILS runway number 01. And this is the insole transition right there.
Vilnius, Ryanair 13 Yankee Yankee, passing 2,200 feet, climbing to 5,000 feet. Ryanair 13 Yankee Yankee, Vilnius departure, identified, climb flight level 190. Climb flight level 190, Ryanair 13 Yankee Yankee.
Vilnius Finnair Tango India, good day, passing 2,100 feet, climbing to 5,000 feet.
Finnair Tango India, Vilnius departure, good day, identified, climb flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, Finnair Tango India.
All right, let's see what we got. We got about 50 miles to go here. Everything is looking pretty good. All right, we'll go ahead and pause this, and once we get a little closer, we'll resume our departure and landing. All right, we just got direction to descend down to 5,000.
Descend to 5,000 feet. QNH 1002. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
KNN November 11361. Cleared direct insole. Cross insole level above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 01.
Cleared direct insole, cross insole at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 01. Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
All right, so once again, insole is this green circle here for the waypoint. That's what we need to cross at 5,000 feet. And so we're going to turn our heading just a little bit to the left here to accommodate that. And we are 24 miles away from the airport.
Vilnius Rhino for Sierra Romeo. Good day, passing 2,000 feet, climbing to 5,000 feet. Ryanair for Sierra Romeo. Vilnius departure. Identified. Climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, Ryanair for Sierra Romeo.
All right, we're coming up to cross in insole. We're gonna go wheels down. Reduce speed. The heading is 014. Entering into ILS in about 5 seconds.
KNN November 11361. Contact Vilnius Tower 118.205.
Contact Tower 118.205. Cheyenne Air November 11361. Vilnius Tower, Cheyenne Air November 11361. ILS Zulu approach runway 01.
Cheyenne Air November 11361, Vilnius Tower, continue.
Wilco, Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Autopilot.
All right, we got runway in sight.
Altitude.
All right, trying to fight the crosswinds, going left to right.
Cheyenne Air November 11361, go around. Fly runway centerline, maintain 3,000 feet.
All right, we're going around.
Going around. Fly runway centerline. Maintain 3,000 feet. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Cheyenne Air November 11361. Contact Vilnius approach 120.705.
Contact Vilnius approach 120.705. Cheyenne Air November 11361.
Altitude. Altitude.
All right, we got heading and 3,000 feet, and we're going to contact 120.705.
Vilnius, Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Good day, 2,800 feet.
KNN November 11361, welcome back. Continue.
Continue, Cheyenne Air, November 11361.
All right, we are intersecting Insole almost again.
Cheyenne Air, November 11361. Request runway change.
KNN November 11361. Unable runway change at this time.
All right, we tried.
Vilnius Magic Sun 4479, passing flight level 114, descending to 5,000 feet with information echo.
Magic Sun for 479 Vilnius approach. QNH 1002. Expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 01 with the building transition.
QNH 1002, expect the ILS Zulu approach runway 01 with the building transition. Magic Sun 4479.
Magic Sun for 479. Cleared direct building. Cross building at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 01.
Clear direct building, cross building at or above 5,000 feet. Cleared ILS Zulu approach runway 01, Magic Sun 4479.
All right, if they don't give it to us, we gotta land. We gotta get our cup of coffee, get some breakfast going. So. We'll get in trouble with ATC, I guess. Yeah, we are 4.7 nautical miles out, which should be a direct line to the runway.
Autopilot.
Take full control. All right, once again, we got that cross breeze left to right. Try to compensate with the rudder. Airspeed is good.
Altitude.
Nice landing, pilot. Transporter from dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
Nice, we got some activity here with some planes. Just gonna take this walkway. We're gonna find our own parking. All right, so we'll just park right here. Here we have it. All right, so we get the parking brake going. We'll shut off our engines, get NeoFly to depart our passengers. And we'll go ahead and shut everything off, get our thumbnail. There we go.
Transporter. Disembarking of passengers can begin.
18.205, Magic Sun 4479.
All right. All right. So with that, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.